This is going to be a quick review on the SUREFIRE G2 LED. I have had this light for a while now, about a year I'd guess, maybe a little longer. I haven't really had any opportunities to really put it through its paces. I have lots of these flashlights actually. They went on sale at my local sporting goods store. And I think they normally sold for like $69 or $79, and they had them on sale for $29.99, and so I bought a whole bunch of them, and I keep one in my car, one on my nightstand. I just kind of keep them everywhere. I just figured it was a great deal. I've really enjoyed having it. Definitely comes in handy. Definitely has its pros and cons. We'll start with the basics. I believe it throws 80 lumens for 12 hours. It's pretty bright. It has a great spill beam, which is awesome for if you're trying to do the walking the dog, or if you're doing a hike in the woods or anything like that, which is actually where I used it just this evening. My girlfriend and I are kind of at a little getaway before Christmas time, just to kind of relieve some stress, that comes with holidays and families, and I'm sure y'all all know how that goes. So we took it in the woods with us, and I let her use one of my headlamps, and I used the SUREFIRE G2 L, and it definitely did a great job. Pretty light, very small. As you can see, I have pretty big hands. I wear a large to extra large glove, but even then, it's still, you can see it's a very small flashlight. It is made by SUREFIRE. It doesn't have like the tactical bezel or anything like that. I have seen some that do. This one doesn't. However, what I do like is on the bezel it has this octagon type shape, which keeps it from rolling around too much, which can definitely be kind of handy. I know a lot of people look at the tactical bezels or those types of niches or nicks in the bezel as a way to see if the light's spilling through, if you stand it on its head, if it's on or off, blah blah blah. I don't really think that matters that much, but it does a great job, and I do really like the fact that I can stand it up or down. However, you can't stand it on the tail. It has a button, but it's not a clicky tail cap. It's just it's a momentary on and off tail cap. If you want it to stay on, you twist the bezel, and that's how you get it to stay on. It's just by a quick twist. Not my favorite way of turning a light on or off. I really do prefer the clicky cap, but can't have everything I want. So it takes two CR123 batteries. Once again, not my favorite battery. I love the power it has. Unfortunately, I don't like how expensive they are, and they're they're more difficult to find than a normal, AA or AAA light. And I really probably wouldn't have bought this light specifically for that reason if it hadn't been on sale. I do have multiple other CR123 batteries run lights, but for the amount of lumens that you get, I really don't see that it's worth it. I like the time. The run time is great. 12 hours is pretty good. And I think that was just the other selling point, was the run time that you get with it. So I don't know. It seems to be a very good light. Stands up. I believe it's pretty water resistant. I haven't had any problems with it. It's worked every time for me. I've dropped it multiple times, never had an issue. I believe it has a scratch resistant lens, because I've dropped this on some pretty rough stuff and it's never scratched it or nicked it at all. It's got some pretty easygoing orange peel going on in there. Not a whole lot, but it throws a pretty good beam. But the only thing is it's very wide, which is why I said it was great for walking. It doesn't do a great job of spotlighting, very narrow, long throw. I do like having that also, but you get different lights for different things. This light in particular doesn't do that. It also doesn't have any modes. It only has one mode, and it's the 80 lumens for 12 hours. So it's pretty basic, which I believe is why I actually like it. Sorry about that. For keeping in my car and on the bedside, I don't want to have to flip through. When I need a light in an emergency, I don't want to have to flip through modes to get to the one I want. I just want one. I want it to be basic. I want it to be easy. So this is the light that I was using all day today. Still really enjoy it. Cons I said, no clicky cap on the end. I really wish that it had that. I'm not a big fan of I like the momentary, that's a cool feature. However, I don't like the twist. That's something I would really like to get rid of. And the batteries. Those are really the two things that I really don't like about this light. But other than that, it's a great light. If you find it on sale, definitely worth the money. I wouldn't have paid $70 for it like it was originally, but I would definitely spend $30 on this light. So I highly recommend it if you're just looking for a cheap light that works good if it's on sale. If it's not on sale, then I don't think it's worth it. And I know this is a very basic review, but these are just some of the things that I like and dislike about it. So if you have any questions or comments, or if you want to know more about the light or any specific part of this light, let me know. Just shoot me a comment or a PM below, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks, guys.